So in continuing with the explanation of our like terms, I will give you one more example. 6x squared y, this is one term, and another term is 2yx squared. 6x squared y, 2yx squared. So now if I ask you to verify if these two terms are like terms, then what will you do? You will have to first write down the condition. Okay. The number of variables in both the terms, whether they are equal or not. In this case, how many variables you have? See, the factors of 12x squared y is nothing but 12 comma x comma y. And on the other side, you have the numerical coefficient, take it out, and then you have yx squared. So which means y comma x. So if you take the number of variables, they are equal in both the terms. Correct? So x and y, these are the unique variables. I just repeated x because since we have x square, I just said x comma x. But the unique variable is x1, x comma y on the first term and x comma y on the second term. So the number of variables are equal. What is our second rule? The variables should be the same, isn't it? So here the variables are x comma y in the first term and the variables in the second term are also x comma y. So the variables are the same on both the terms. So it satisfies the second condition. And we are saying the exponents of the variable factors in each of the terms should be equal. So you take the first variable factor. Here on 12x squared y you have x, isn't it? What is the exponent? It is 2. And on the second term also you have 2yx squared. What is the exponent of x? 2. They are equal. In the first term, the exponent of y is 1, and in the second term, the exponent of y is also 1. Hence, these two terms are like terms. Now you take another example. 5xy is one term. 2x is another term. Are these two terms like terms? Can we say these are like terms? So we have 5xy as one term, 2x as another term. So first find out the factors of 5xy. It is 5 comma x comma y. So how many variables are there? There are 2 variables. And how many variables are there on the other side? In 2y you have only one variable. So straight away the first condition is not satisfied. Number of variables are not the same. Hence these two are not like terms. So such terms which are not like terms are called as unlike terms. So unlike terms are just the opposite of like terms. So you will have to just have these 3 rules written down and verify if two terms are like terms. If they are not like terms, then they are unlike terms. Okay. So you may be wondering why you are learning about like terms and unlike terms. See, only when you understand about like terms, when you add 2 algebraic expressions, you will be able to add like terms together. When we are adding an algebraic expression, Let us assume in the first algebraic expression we have 7xy, and then in the second algebraic expression we have a term called 11xy. Then you can add these two together to get 18xy as the result. So the first algebraic expression may have 7xy, the second algebraic expression may have 12yx. Then how will you figure out whether they are like terms? That is why, to understand, to identify the like terms is why you have this particular rule that we are defining. So the opposite of like terms are called as unlike terms. So you cannot combine, you cannot add or subtract unlike terms together when you add algebraic expression or subtract algebraic expressions. Unlike terms, you have to just leave it as it is. Only like terms can be combined. Okay, so these like terms, combining of like terms you will be using as you move along in order to simplify the result that you get out of adding to algebraic expression or subtracting to algebraic expression. Okay. So we have seen if two terms are not like terms, they are called unlike terms. And in order to figure out, right, if two terms or two or three terms are like terms, all you have to do is apply the rules. What are the rules? Number of variables should be the same. Variables should be the same. Okay, these two are different. Number of variables. On one term, if you have two variables, on the other term, you have only one variable. That number differs, then they are not like terms. The number of variables should be the same. Variables should be the same. If you have xy as variable in one term, you should have xy as variable in the second term as well. Then only they are called like terms. Okay. And exponents of each of those variables in the terms should be equal. Okay. So if you have a term called x squared y, another term 5x squared y, these two are like terms. You have x squared y, another term called 5x cubed y, they are not like terms because the exponent of one variable, here in the case x, right, they are not equal. The first term it is 2, in the second term it is 3. Okay. So the exponents of the variable factors should be equal. Right? So please remember these three rules to identify if a term is a like term or not. Terms that are not like terms are called as unlike terms. Okay. So we will discuss about addition, subtraction of polynomials, multiplication of a monomial with a binomial with a binomial, multiplication of a polynomial with another polynomial in general, and the standard identities in our next set of videos. Okay, so I sincerely hope that all these videos are of helped you, like how you are getting benefited. See, you got to know about the video through some of your friends, or you may be browsing through the internet and you would have accidentally landed up in this video and you would have found this video to be very, very useful, isn't it? So like how it is useful to you, right? You should think that others also should benefit. Hence, please share to all your friends. Let everybody benefit. Knowledge should never be contained, I know that we are living in a competitive world. Many people say that, we have to win. But as far as knowledge is concerned, knowledge should be shared with everybody. It should never be contained. Then only it will get enhanced. See, whatever I have learned, I am sharing. Okay. That is why we are posting free videos. We want, these videos to reach as many students as possible. So please share it with all your friends. Let all of them benefit. Right? Let all of them benefit. And in case if you have any doubts, please write to us. You know the email ID, askmentorguru@gmail.com. Right? Please write to us. we will reply back, right? We want to hear that millions of students have scored very well, in 8th standard mathematics. We are not going to stop only with 8th standard. We are going to post 9th standard, 7th standard, 6th standard, 5th standard. We want all students to perform well. All right. We want all of you to be very happy with mathematics. We are requesting all NGOs, whomsoever, you see this video, take this video, use it. All right. Please do not forget to press the bell button, please subscribe, right, and share it with as many known people as possible. Share it with your friends. All right. And if you have any suggestions, please write to us. All right. Because I'm constantly looking at improvement. கற்றது கைமண் அளவு கல்லாதது உலகளவு. சரியா? So I'm constantly looking at relearning and learning more. Right? Please give me any suggestions that you feel could be useful for students. Thank you very much. We will meet in our next set of videos.